Hey everyone, this is Nathan with Nonstop Awesomeness.me. Hope you guys are doing well. And today I'm really excited to chat with someone not in the same space, but we actually have taken up the same space or been in the same room at least a number of times. This is my friend Meagan. Hi, Meagan.
Hi.
So, Meagan, where are you right now?
I'm actually in Chicago right now. I've been many places, I think, since we went to college together, but I am currently in Chicago. Yes.
Very cool. And yeah, today I'm in Los Angeles. We were talking that we're both experiencing very rainy days in our respective cities. And yes, yeah, as Meagan mentioned, we did go to college together. We were studied theater together, and I think we just do the one show together?
Yeah, the Big Funk. That was the one. The one show that we acted in together.
Yeah.
You threw a knife at the audience, right? Or
this is true. It wasn't an actual knife, but yeah, I did. I'll see if I can dig up a photo or something.
Yeah, that'd be good.
So since those glory days of theater in college, yeah, when actually I was in Chicago was back in May, we met up, and Meagan and her, it is fiance, right? I'm not jumping the gun here?
Boyfriend, yeah.
Boyfriend, okay, I'm sorry. I'm jumping the gun, yeah. So Meagan and her boyfriend hosted me when I was in town, and it was great to see both of them. And so, but now the reason I'm talking to Meagan today is because she has her own little project going on. Meagan, what are you up to?
Yes. So since basically after I graduated from college, I was living in Los Angeles and working in casting. I ended up meeting this British guy named Jock, and we ended up moving to England together about 2 years ago. So when I was there, I wasn't able to work. I was on a travel visa, so I ended up writing a novel. I just recently published it, self-published, and I actually just launched my Kickstarter campaign today to raise money just to do some reformatting in the interior and the back cover, and raise some money for marketing and a few other things. So yeah, but the novel is published, and I'm selling it, and it's doing really well, and just wanted to talk to you guys about that.
Very cool. So now, by the time people see this, the campaign will be underway. And so, when does it end? When can people contribute until?
It ends December 23rd at 11:59 p.m.
Okay.
So just before Christmas Eve, the day before Christmas Eve.
If you have any last minute holiday money you don't know what to do with, you can send it Meagan's way. Or even if you have some extra money just lying around, go check out her page. I'll have links for that. Very cool. So where did this idea for a novel come from?
It's loosely based on how Jock, my boyfriend, and I met. My best friend, Courtney, and I ended up taking a road trip on Easter Sunday in 2008. She flew in from Baltimore, and we ended up driving from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. And during that weekend, both of our lives actually changed forever. Just in this one weekend, which I know is a big statement, but she was unhappily married, and I was single, and we both ended up realizing that weekend that, she ended up, oh, sorry, my phone is ringing. She ended up realizing that weekend that her husband wasn't the one for her, and ended up leaving him the week later, and I ended up falling in love with this British guy, so it's loosely based on that weekend and what happened. And
because the novel is called Three Questions, correct?
Yes.
And so the novel starts with that weekend, but then it continues on for what's the time period of the novel?
Yeah, so the novel is split up into two different sections. Every other chapter you skip between the present and this quarter-life crisis that Adele and Chelsea are going through. And then the next chapter is letters between a guy and a girl. So in each letter, there are 3 questions asked, and it's basically 3 questions to get to know the other person. since they only met one night, and he's traveling through Africa, and she's in Los Angeles in a personal assistant job that she hates. So yeah, that's what the 3 questions means.
Okay, well, I'm really curious. I mean, I know that, obviously there are probably many questions in the book. What what are some of your favorite questions that came up? Because this is all based on actual experiences, correct?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, the letters were true. Like, Jock actually came up with that idea, but, I mean, I've definitely edited it to, well, I mean, not only to be a bit more dramatic, but also, just to make it more, readable, I suppose, because, yeah. So basically, some of the 3 questions, let's see.
What are 3 of your favorite? Or how about this? What are 3 great questions to ask someone if you want to get to know them?
Yeah. Well, one. It's funny because I actually just recently printed out cards that have all these 3 questions on them.
Oh, cool.
Let me just grab them because actually I think that might be better. Hold on one second. So I got these Mew cards, and basically I have my book launch in a couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they just have like 3 questions. I don't know if you can see that, like on each of them.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't you read them? Read them out. I think I can see them, but I don't know if others might be able to read them.
Yeah. So some of them are like, what have you learned so far this year? How would your best friend describe you? What would you never do for moral reasons? What is your biggest pet peeve? And then something as simple as, like, what is your favorite desserts and your favorite fruit? So it's a wide variety of of questions.
Very cool. And so you'll just be handing those out, as you're doing a press for the book and publicizing for the book.
Yeah, so basically I'm having a book launch on November 30th in Chicago. If anyone's there and would like to attend, I'd love to have you. It's going to be at the Allerton Hotel, and so I'm going to have the questions on the table and just as a conversation starter, just, walk around and ask people these 3 questions.
Okay, so. Cool. Very cool. Yeah. So now, writing a novel, I think, is something that a lot of people think of. Or they think, I mean, I certainly go into a bookstore and go, geez, it would be great to, have a book on one of these shelves. But it's a lot of work. It's a tremendous amount of work, and I think it takes a tremendous amount of discipline to really make that happen and see it come to fruition. So I'm curious, number one, how you created that discipline in your life so that you were consistently working on the book, and I'm sure it was, over a long period. And then also, what else were you doing in your life so that it supported your creative pursuits?
Yeah, that's a great question. Every morning I basically had to treat it like a job. Every morning I woke up, and even if I wrote one sentence or one page, then up to however long, that to me that was, I was doing my job. I became a runner during this time. So I actually ended up running a couple of half marathons, so that really kept me focused. And it's just, you need to make yourself get out of the house, otherwise you drive yourself crazy. I started a blog, so I knew I had to start building a platform so that whenever I did finish the book, I already had a built-in base of readers that would be able to read it. So I started the blog, and then I just started connecting with other people who were writing blogs, and started developing these relationships. So, and then just making sure that you get out and you have other activities. So I also had like a part-time job. I mean, obviously I was in a different situation than most people because I didn't have a full-time job that I had to go to. Mm-hmm. This was my full-time job, but I mean, I've read plenty of articles by like J.K. Rowling's and other authors that they say the same thing. Like, as long as you write a little bit every day, then you'll eventually get there. So
awesome, very cool.
Yeah.
So now that the book this book has been birthed, so to speak, and you're bringing it out into the world. What are you excited about now? What else is going on, ruminating in your head?
Honestly, I've started the first draft of the screenplay.
Oh, okay.
So I love like nothing more than to develop this into a movie and get it produced. So, I mean, that's basically my next dream. And then obviously the Kickstarter campaign and just promoting that. So yeah, and then I'm a partner in a social media company. So. We are looking in the next year to hopefully sell it to the highest bidder. So that's the three main things I guess I'm working on.
Awesome, cool. Well, this has been great, and I've really learned a lot about your process and more about the book. And I'm just so excited for you and for this book. And it's really exciting to see people have an idea, have a creative idea, and then just keep plugging away at it. Because I think. A lot of times the amount of work can be daunting and can scare you off, and there's a lot of drudgery that you have to overcome to see it come to fruition. And so congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And
a lot coming from you, all that you've accomplished. So
yeah, I'm still trying to figure it all out. So thank you. But what I wanted to ask a final question. You know, I'm sure. During your relationship, you and Jacques, you guys asked a lot of questions of each other and shared a lot of information. And in the book, that's another theme. So I'm curious, is there something that you could share that maybe most people don't know about you? And it could be as silly or as serious as you'd like.
Well, I do have one big secret but I can't share that.
Oh, you can't? Oh, what a lead up. That's that doesn't work, Meagan.
Let's see. I mean, well, I have a secret desire to be a rock star, but I have a horrible singing voice, but every time I watch American Idol, I literally cry at every single episode. And I don't think most people know that I'm a big crier.
Well, so, all right. That sounds great.
Does that work?
Absolutely. And hopefully by this point, no one will even remember that you said there was even a bigger secret that you can't share. So,
yeah. Oh, well, thanks for it.
All right, perfect. Well, Meagan, again, congratulations on the book. Really thrilled for your success and really excited to see where it goes and the next creative pursuit you take on.
Great, and then hopefully I can work together and cast you in the film. So.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if I'm even in the States. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Right. Well, thank you for giving me this opportunity. It's exciting and it's been a pleasure. And I'd love to give away a free book to one of your readers. So
perfect. That'll be awesome. I'm excited. I'm excited to do that and excited to get my own copy. I need to get like a Kindle electronic thing just so I can pack books easier.
Right, exactly.
So when that's available, I'll definitely read it. So, all right, you have a wonderful day in Chicago, and we'll talk soon.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Nathan.
All right, bye.
Bye.